Please welcome President and CEO of PMI, Pierre Le Manh.
Just over 50%. That is the global rate of successful projects as measured by PMI in 2025. It is measured across thousands of projects all around the world, in all industries, as the percentage of projects that clearly delivered value that exceeds the effort and expense as seen by all stakeholders. That is executives, project teams, but also funding parties, clients, or end users, like consumers, or the public, depending on the project, of course. Last year, it was 48%. So the good news is that it has slightly increased. But I know that some of you will say, well, that's not that good news. 50% is not that great. Yeah, and I agree, it's not that great, but I'm an optimistic, and I'd like to see the glass half full, almost literally here. In fact, even a little bit more than half full. But besides, it's actually exciting to know that we have the opportunity together to do much better. If we were at 95%, what would we do? We'd be bored to death, right? So let's talk today about how we will do more together and how we will step up to increase this project success rate together. So hello everyone, welcome to PMI's Global Summit 2025 in Phoenix. Welcome. If this is your first Global Summit, welcome. Please let me see your hands. Oh, a lot. Congratulations. If this is your second, your third, your fourth, or even beyond that, thank you for your loyalty. I can't praise you enough for this investment you're making so we can be together, so we can think together, so we can learn together, so we can give back to each other, so we can collectively increase project success and make a positive impact on the world. This is my fourth Global Summit. And I have to say, it feels more alive than ever. And by the way, as many of you know, I suffered a little step back this summer. I caught a severe acute hepatitis E in Southeast Asia in June. And the funny thing is, every day after being released from the hospital, I was uploading my updated blood data to ChatGPT Pro, which had been released almost the same day. And I was asking ChatGPT Pro the same thing every day. What are my odds of being at the Global Summit in Phoenix in mid-November? And he always said, well, you should be able to go. You'll probably still be a little gaunt and yellowish, but the one thing that you should absolutely not do at the summit is drink any alcohol. So here I am, boring, drinking water, Coke Zero, well, 1 can per day, sorry, I have a life. But seriously, this event is the heartbeat of our profession. It is easy, to get complacent after all these years of success. And that's why our teams have worked really hard to innovate and hopefully make it the best global summit ever. You will see announcements, surprises, and initiatives that I hope will show you how fast PMI is transforming to meet your needs, to meet the needs of our profession, and to meet the needs of a fast transforming world. So get comfortable, because in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to walk you through what's new, what's next, and most importantly, why this moment really matters. At PMI, everything we do revolves around one simple but powerful purpose. We maximize project success to elevate our world. And we announced this formulation of our purpose in January 2024. Since then, I believe, and I hope you've seen, that we've done a lot. We built a new strategy, PMI Next, to turn that purpose into action. It clarified our values, who we serve, where we want to invest to bring unique value to the profession, which initiatives we prioritize. And over the last 2 years, we've launched new products, we've transformed our learning platforms, we've expanded our research, our partnerships, our voice with executives and organizations all across the world, always with one goal: to help project professionals navigate transformation, drive project success, and make a greater impact. So let me start with sharing some of the new experiences we've built for you here at Global Summit. And by the way, we've made Global Summit truly global. It's now a series, not just one annual event here in the US. In 2025, we delivered Global Summit series in Barcelona, in Manila, and in Kigali. And next year, in 2025, we'll bring it to Dubai, to Seoul, and to Cape Town. There are projects everywhere. Transformation is happening everywhere. Our community is incredibly dynamic in over 200 countries. And this expansion of Global Summit is a recognition of that. The world may be deglobalizing, but PMI is not. PMI transcends frontiers, and more than ever unites our profession globally and universally. Now, to come back to the new things you will see here, first, I hope you're aware of our brand new Global Summit mobile app. If you haven't already downloaded it, now's your chance. It will make it much easier for you to navigate this event, to design your own agenda, to connect with peers, to receive real-time updates, to access networking opportunities. You know, one of the PMI's values is make it easy. So I hope this app is a great example of walking the talk. And let me list a few other innovations we're bringing to Global Summit. We have networking meetups by industry, by interest, by career level, like, for example, young professionals or PMO leaders or sustainability experts or AI specialists. We have seat saving for the sessions you really don't want to miss. We have an AI-based photo delivery, so you can get the photos where you appear. It's pretty cool. Maybe a little creepy. But don't worry, you have to opt in. Well, I'm told we have to opt in on the app to be recognized. No, it's true. You really have to opt in. We have a revamped awards ceremony, hopefully more vibrant, more inspiring, more representative of what project success looks like today. We have developed content tracks to help you organize your agenda based on your goals. For example, for the first time ever, we have introduced an executive track. You know, we know that the connection between the C-suite and project professionals is essential, but not strong enough. We need project professionals in the outcomes conversation, not just in the delivery conversation. And corporations and governments want that too, if they want to make their projects more successful. So hopefully this new track will be a success. Bringing executives together to talk about transformation is part of our mission, and we hope to do more of that in the future. Now, let's talk about what's new in our products and platforms. Over the past 2 years, we have completely reimagined our digital and learning ecosystem. Our guiding principle here is to make PMI accessible wherever you are and useful whenever you need. So we started with mobile. Many of you already use the PMI official app to track your PDUs, to manage your active certifications. We already have slightly over 80,000 users. Now today, I'm happy to announce a major move. PMI Infinity is now on mobile, accessible directly on the PMI official app. Infinity is part of our PMI by AI initiative. PMI by AI was launched in 2023 to help you leverage AI to transform the way you work and to help you lead AI transformation projects. Infinity is your intelligent assistant, or you could say your AI coach for project management. Helps you learn, deliver with templates, resources, insights, safely and securely. PMI Infinity 3.0 is live today, and I wanted to outline a few key improvements. It is now based on 2 large language models. We added Gemini to ChatGPT, and more LLMs will be integrated soon. It introduces new agent flows. These agents are basically specialized AI assistants that help you do specific tasks, like creating a risk plan, building a charter, or managing stakeholders. You can actually even build your own agent without coding. We now offer safe and secure enterprise workspaces. And like I said, it's on the PMI official mobile app, available anytime, anywhere. Now, on the learning side of PMI by AI, we keep investing in our AI courses. We've reached close to 1,950,000 enrollments to our AI online courses in just 2 years, and we'll pass the 1 million mark by the end of the year or early January. And exciting news, we're launching today a new course called AI and Agile Delivery that we developed with PMI Agile Alliance. Yep. So I hope you love this course that explores specifically the impact of AI on Agile practices. Now, on the certification side, our CPM AI, I know it's hard to pronounce, I'm still learning. Our CPM AI certification, which is designed for those who manage AI transformation projects, so basically about everyone soon, is already our fastest growing certification. We had over 1,000 applications to CPM AI last month alone. Reskilling has never been more critical. According to a recent LinkedIn study, by 2030, 70% of the skills required for the average knowledge job will have changed. Our community loves to learn. And one of the 3 pillars of PMI's strategy, PMI Next, is actually to be your career-long learning and development partner. We are rebuilding our learning catalog based on what our research demonstrates matters the most. We'll continue developing courses on AI, of course, but also on how to increase project success, on sustainability, and then other topics that are critical to reskilling and upskilling project professionals. And if you visit the exhibition hall that is, I think, somewhere close, you can meet our product owners and specialists. So please go and they will walk you through the new courses that we're developing. We're also investing in a new LMS, a learning management system to help you find courses more easily, to personalize your learning journey, but also importantly to support employers that fund the professional development of their teams and of course need to track progress. Now, let's talk about a monument of our profession, the PMBOK guide. My God, whenever I post on LinkedIn about the PMBOK, I beat all records of engagement. Our profession is really very intense and passionate about the PMBOK. Well, PMBOK 8 has launched today. Finally, it is the most data-driven revision in our entire history. It's built on surveys of 3,400 professionals globally, 13,000 public comments, and open consultations with practitioners worldwide. So, what are the differences with PMBOK 7? Well, I'm sure that the most passionate and intense among you will have an exciting night tonight. Reading PMBOK 8 from A to Z. And post comments on LinkedIn, so tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we can elaborate on them and keep the ball rolling. But if I summarize this new version in a nutshell, for those who might have other plans tonight, That's not good, but it happens. Well, first, it revises a few key definitions, like project, project management, project success, or value. It also eliminates some of the overlaps we had, or unnecessary complexities. But I think that more importantly, it connects the why, the principles, the what, the performance domains, and the when, the focus areas that we used to call the processes, into one coherent system for value delivery, regardless of the approach you choose on the continuum between predictive and adaptive. And it integrates AI, sustainability, PMOs, and other areas into the heart of the guide. So you can download it now on PMI.org. We have a few hard copies that can be purchased here in Phoenix. I got mine, it's here, so be fast. Or you can pre-order it for a January delivery. Pre-order the print version, of course. It's in English for now, but 9 additional languages are coming in April 2026. Okay, so you're going to have a very exciting night ahead. I can feel it. And now, let's talk about another monument, the PMP. PMP was launched on October 6, 1984. I'm not so good with anniversary dates, but this one I do remember. PMP is one of the most recognized certifications in the world, second only to CPR according to Forbes, and it's definitely the most universally recognized professional certification in project management. If you have a PMP, please stand up. Please stand up. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. You are the backbone of this profession. I'm not going to ask the ones who don't to now stand up. That would be unfair. That would be unfair. But the good news for you is that next July, I'm talking about the ones who are sitting, next July we will launch a new PMP exam and certification. It's going to be scenario-driven with real-world constraints, more current language, of course aligned with PMBOK 8. It will be globally accessible from day one, more inclusive, supported by learning resources released simultaneously in 10 languages, which we had never done before. I thought you would be excited by that. 10 languages on day one. Thank you. Now I have one more piece of news to share about our professional certifications. For years, companies, governments have told us the same thing. They need a way to identify the project professionals who can handle the highest stakes projects, those that involve major investments, are critical to strategy, are deeply complex, or sometimes even where human lives are at stake. And what they want is a scalable, standardized system that assesses not only knowledge, but also the real project experience it takes to deliver when stakes are very high. So we've been working with PMI's Global Executive Council, which brings together some of the largest companies and government agencies in the world, to create a new professional certification, a Project Professional Advanced certification. How will it work? Well, first, and at least for now, you'll need to have an active PMP to be eligible to earn the Project Professional Advanced certification. Then, the certification process begins with a peer review of your professional experience conducted by companies that are accredited by PMI. Now, to earn that accreditation, these companies must follow a set of PMI standardized criteria for the peer vetting process. And then, once you pass the peer review, you'll have to take, and obviously to pass, a PMI standardized proctored exam, just like any of our gold standard certifications, that will be focused on project complexity and on current practices. What's the timeline? The first pilot exam will take place this December for candidates that are employed by a few of our Global Executive Council members that we have accredited. And then we'll expand in early 2026, and by 2027, we expect the Project Professional Advanced Certification to be fully available on a worldwide base. Finally, let me update you on how PMI is expanding its footprint through what we're calling our content and innovation platforms. Our content and innovation platforms are 8 areas that are critical to project success: AI, sustainability, XMOs, PMOs, agile, giga projects, product management, change management, and social impact. We're investing in each of these areas, both developing content with our volunteers and through acquisitions. So for example, this year, we welcome the Agile Alliance into the PMI family, which strengthened our content and legitimacy in Agile and product management. We created a joint venture with Green Project Management to lead sustainability. Last year, we acquired Cognilytica in AI. We also welcome project managers without borders in social impact. And we had acquired PMOGA at the end of 2023. So of course, this is a lot of work, and it can cause complications sometimes, even some inconsistency for a while. But these acquisitions and integrations show how serious we are about expanding the impact of project management across every domain that matters. So how does it all connect? All these innovations, investments in technology, new content areas, acquisitions, new learning courses, new certifications, better events. What's the common thread? At the start of this year, we articulated a broader vision for the profession, and we made it a call to action. We called it MORE, more. It stands for Manage Perceptions, Own Success, Relentlessly Reassess and Expand Perspectives. MORE is how our profession can shift from project management success to project success. It's how our profession can shift from successfully executing tasks to successfully delivering on our purpose, to maximizing project success and doing it in a way that elevates our world. There is nothing that I want more intensely than to see our profession better recognized and elevated. I'm on a mission here. This is the legacy I want to leave. I want project professionals recognized for their ethics, their innovation, and their leadership. I want every project professional to have a path to the C-suite. I want our community united and proud, recognized as the indispensable builders of a world that is more sustainable, more equitable, and more human-centered. That is where we're heading, and we're getting there together. But we have to own our path to that future. We have to step up, each of us, and all of us together. This year's research on project success confirms it. Projects that focus on vision, measurement, and value, not just on time, cost, and scope, are far more likely to succeed. That's what MORE is all about. When we prioritize value relative to investment and outcomes as perceived by all stakeholders, project success multiplies. Look at this slide. It shows project success scores, that is the percentage of successful projects minus the percentage of outright failures. The net project success scores moves from 27 when MORE is not used at all to 94 when we use all 4 elements of MORE. But here's the challenge. Only 7% of project professionals apply MORE consistently. 7%. That means the opportunity before us is enormous. Stakeholders want project professionals who act with agency and confidence. They expect us to lead, not just execute. They want trusted partners who can navigate complexity and deliver sustainable outcomes. As maturity rises, value creation grows, project success grows, and the distance to CEOs gets shorter. That is the road to relevance. That is the path to leadership. So how do we walk that path? By building skills, by strengthening ethics, by standing together as a profession that delivers. And PMI is here to support you. We're launching new courses centered on MORE. We are reinforcing our code of ethics to reaffirm integrity, respect, and responsibility. Together with the Agile Alliance, we're developing a manifesto for enterprise agility to help executives navigate transformation through constant change. With our PMI awards, we're celebrating professionals around the world who are redefining project success. And we're telling their stories. You may have seen our collaboration with Time Magazine, the Solutionaries mini-series. Right? It's about incredible innovators who tackle the world's toughest challenges and who leverage project management to scale their ideas, because otherwise there's no true impact. And by the way, some of the innovators are here in the audience, so you may meet them during the summit. I want to leave you with one thought today. Believe in your own power to make a difference. When we step up, we elevate ourselves, we elevate our teams, we elevate our organizations, and ultimately we elevate our world. It's not always comfortable, it's not always easy, but it's necessary. And here's the truth. When a few of us step up, things change. When we all step up together, we change what's possible. So enjoy this amazing summit and let's transform our profession together. Thank you for believing in yourself. Thank you for stepping up.